Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We are once again drafting Wilds of Eldraine. You guessed it, deep into Wilds of Eldraine season, and you're here for a draft. I'm here for a draft. We're in pack 1, pick 1. Let's dive in. Let's see what we got here. We've got Torch the Tower at common, Grasp of Fate at uncommon, Questing Druid in the rare spot. I don't know if this is... I haven't played with or against this card yet. It seems fine, but not outstanding. But you know what kills Questing Druid? Torch the Tower. I think I'll take Torch the Tower here over Grasp of Fate and Fairy Fencing. If you don't end up in exactly blue-black, this card's not actually that good. Takedown is fine, but can't really go wrong with taking Torch the Tower here. Except for the fact that we have to follow it up with Gingerbread Hunter because this card is insane. 5 mana, 5/5, make a food, puny snack, instant speed, -2/2 to something. It's the best card in the pack by a lot. Twisted Fealty has been overperforming for me quite a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and slam the Gingerbread Hunter here. Followed by a Hamlet Glutton, because why wouldn't I? Because this card is insane. 5 mana, 6/6, trample, gain 3 life, and usually get something better than that because you bargained away something that has an advantage to bargaining it. So Gingerbread Hunter into Hamlet Glutton. Name a better combo for pack 2 or pick 2 and pick 3. I'll take it. Could easily be red-green with this. Could be green-black. We don't have to play Torch the Tower. I am incentivized to go green with these two cards already, so we'll see if we can cut green enough. This is a strange pack here. Asinine Antics is either super great or super bad, if we're being honest. I don't know if it's a card I want to try to jump ship for, but the problem is, if I stay along our current path, I could take Firebolt or Troublemaker Oof, and both of those are fine. I guess Oof is okay in green. I think I'll pass the Antics to take Troublemaker Oof here, but I'm not thrilled with it. Alright, now we've got a Root Rider Fawn for some ramp, as well as a Tempest Heart, but I think Root Rider Fawn is exactly what green decks need to both stem the bleeding against aggro and ramp towards your big fat spells. So we're going to start with Fawn here. And we're just green and figuring out what else we're doing at some point here. See, we can even just take another Fawn here. Into the Fey Court, fine in blue-green, and I'd play one. Rowan's Grim Search, another good card, but we don't need to branch out of green yet. We've got a really good green start, so let's just keep taking green cards. And these Fawns already splash Puny Snack if we need to. We can go Fawn on 2 and Puny Snack on 3, even if we don't have a swamp. Alright, Farsight Ritual. 4 mana, draw 2. You can look at 4 or 8 if you bargain it. There's just another Troublemaker Oof here, which has bargain on it. The thing is, if you go blue-green, you've got good card draw already. I guess I'll take the Ritual over a second Oof here. It's probably not that bad. Okay, now there's a Ruby. That's pretty incentivizing me to go red-green? Red-green ramp? Let's go ahead and take Ruby here. Now we've got Beanstalk Worm. Some decent cards in each color. Let's take a big fat Beanstalk Worm. And not playing any of this. I guess I'll cut green. Tracker. Torch the Tower, or Flick a Coin, I mean. In red-green could be playable. I'll take that over Tracker. Spider Food just to cut green. I don't care about these two cards. Got a tracker anyway if we want it. And an outrider if we want it. So, okay. So, those of you that watched our draft last weekend, or last week, I think it was Friday, I'm not sure, the last VOD draft on the channel, we opened a pack 2 pick 1 Archon of the Wild Rose, took it and pivoted into blue-white, and promptly went 0-3. Basically because of it. So do we do it again here? Do we take another ruby and go down red? We're not so deep in red that we can't just abandon it and go green-white with this, which has great cards like Genealogist that could wheel. We just have to prioritize finding auras, which green-white does really well. So let's take that here. And then I guess we take the Genealogist to go along with it. There's another ruby. And this Archon could just derail our draft once again. Red-green just seems like the deck that we should be drafting right now is the issue. You know what? If there's 2 rubies, pick 9 and 10. If those wheel, maybe I'll think about getting back into green-red. But let's just continue taking green cards, because we know we're green, and these are all great cards. So we'll take a second Gingerbread Hunter here. Let's take a Red Tooth Vanguard. Could even just take Genealogist, but gosh, Vanguard's so good. There's a Torch to the Tower here as well. But Vanguard is too good of a 2-drop to pass that one up. Hopeful Vigil, Garruk's Uprising, Return from the Wilds. Garruk's Uprising is good with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially of our creatures already. I'm probably not playing this. Forgot about already having a Genealogist in the deck. Where did that come from? I think I'll take Uprising. Boundary Lands Ranger is fine. But again, if we can just hedge our bets by continuing to take green cards until pick 9 and see if Ruby wheels, then we could potentially abandon the Archon here. Yeah, I guess I'll just take the Brave the Wilds. Virtue of Courage is... It's just a fine enough card as it is. Embereth Blaze here. I don't know if I'll miss a Brave the Wilds too much in this deck. So let's take the the Virtue of Courage, I guess. No more green cards. No white cards, but there's a Boundary Lands Ranger, so I guess we'll take that. Genealogist. And then we see if Ruby comes on back. There's also a Shepherd, but let's take the Genealogist. Goes well in both of them. Wasn't Ruby in pick 1? Maybe I missed that? Lots of red here. Now we'll take the Brave the Wilds. Okay, so someone is also drafting red-green, but that could be fine because white is clearly not open. So we can take Witch's Mark here, I think. I don't think we need the Witch Stalker. We've got a ton of 2-drops. So I avoided the temptation of letting the Archon completely derail our draft here by kind of feeling it out, staying green, giving up on a couple of rubies to do it, but we already had one, which is okay. But we still got a bunch of good green cards in the meantime. So I think it was worth taking it and also worth pivoting off of it. Now we've got Dutiful Griffin, but again, not really worth going back towards that. We've got Embereth Veteran, Curse of the Werefox, Grand Ballgast. What's our curve? It's actually quite good. I think a removal spell in Curse of the Werefox is going to be better than Embereth Veteran in this deck, so let's take the first Curse. Whew. Ay, all of these cards are great. Every single one of them. I want all of them. Tanglespan Lookout. How many ways do we have to put auras so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? I think that's better than Recruiter in this deck. Utopia Sprawl also very good, and Curse of the Werefox great as well, but I'm going to take the Lookout here. Another Vanguard, another Genealogist. Genealogist makes Lookout better, but Lookout doesn't need much help to just be good. I think I'll take the great 2-drop here. Probably not playing any of this, so I'll take a Wilds, I guess. Which I will play. Maybe I could play Edgewall Pack, but probably not. Don't need a third oof, or a second even. Don't need another return from the Wilds. Don't think I need Prism. Let's just take Wilds. It's good in most decks. Agatha. Is that better than a second Brave the Wilds, a second Flick a Coin, or an Edgewall Pack? Maybe. Let's try Agatha. See if she's good. Nothing here for us at all. Scavenger is fine. Don't think this is an Impact Tremors deck. We've got Greta on the splash. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so I feel good about not derailing the whole draft for Archon. I just wish we might have had 1 or 2 more rubies, which would have been great. But that's okay. Oh my gosh, Utopia Sprawl Wield, guys. This is insane. We're taking it. It goes great, even with Tanglespan Lookout, too. It's just a great card. Fealty, a third Witch's Mark and a Candy Trail. I don't think I'm playing any of this. Gonna have to make some cuts already. I don't think this is a Garrick's Uprising deck. Virtue is basically a 2-drop. I don't think I'm playing a second oof here. Probably not playing a second Mark. And let's see how to finish it up. I think I will splash Greta because I've got 2 puny snacks I wouldn't mind casting as well. With Double Brave the Wilds, we can probably go 16 lands. So we cut down to 1 swamp. This will be our 16. That's 2 black sources plus double Fawn and a Utopia Sprawl for black and double Brave the Wilds. So now we just have 1 more cut. Does this ever trigger? No, this is never going to trigger. So this is just 2 mana deal 2, which is fine. 17 creatures, 16 lands with double wilds. I think if we want to go 16 lands, we have to keep double wilds in here. I think Witch's Mark is okay. Is it just the Troublemaker oof? We have so many 2-drops, and I haven't noticed that exiling artifacts and enchantments has been that important. Beanstalk Worm, sure, alright. Just a good old red-green beats deck splashing a little bit of black for Puny Snack and Greta. I think it's going to be decent. Hopefully it's better than our last VOD. See you in game 1. Alright, hand looks good to me with a turn 1 Brave the Wilds to sure out our draws. Redtooth Vanguard. Was going to say on turn 2, but now we've got a Ruby. So do we get the swamp is the question. I don't think so. I think we're going to get another forest here. Alright. Now I think we're going to go ahead and just Vanguard and trade. Because they are clearly trying to hit us hard here. Oh yeah, that card is great. I guess I'll Ruby and Witch's Mark. Can't pay the 2, but that's alright. Wait, did I discard the mountain? That might have been a mistake. Don't know why I did that. I think I meant to do the forest. Alright, so we gotta get rid of Spellbook Vendor, like, now. But I don't exactly know how to do that. I guess I can just Hamlet Glutton here. That'll probably be difficult for them to deal with. I mean, they are in green-white, so they could have like a cooped up, which wouldn't be great, but then I could still kill the vendor. Regretting not getting the black, obviously. Okay, that's alright. We can deal with that. Now I can get the black. So this will cost me 4 mana to use Curse of the Werefox to kill the vendor here. Because it's got Ward 1. That's probably still correct. Now we got a 7/7 Trampler that they couldn't deal with last turn, so we'll see if they can deal with it this turn. Yenna copying anything is going to be great. I guess they can copy Garrick's Uprising and then draw 2 cards every time something comes in and stuff. Will they be dead before that is the question. Interestingly, still have a plains and priority here, which tells me it's Archon's Glory, I think. So we do this. No, because if we do this and the Archon's Glory even after we Gingerbread Hunter, we still only trade for just Yenna. But I think getting Yenna off the board is also still fine. I could trade this for Archon's Glory. Because I attack, they block, I use Gingerbread Hunter, they use Archon's Glory. And then basically Ruby would be traded for the Glory here. And that would leave Hamlet Glutton still on the battlefield, which is a problem for them. Let's just do one here. Okay. Go to damage. And then I think just Red Tooth and Greta is all I'm going to do here. The Glory can give them +2/+2 and lifelink and flying. So they can gain some more life here. I love the art on this. There's so much going on. Picking his teeth with the dagger and the gingerbread men necklace and just all of his muscles. It's so great. Okay, Werefox still holding up Archon's Glory here. There's a lot going on with this turn. Obviously they have to block. We use Gingerbread Hunter. Yeah, so what way can we guarantee that two things are going to die? So we do this and we do this. And honestly, I think they're just going to use the Glory here. So I would be fine if this happens, but it won't. So let's let them use the Glory and then just negate it with Gingerbread Hunter here. They do get to gain the life. We knew they had the Glory, so we did get to trade what we wanted to trade there. Took our whole turn, which wasn't great, but did get Yenna off the battlefield, got the Glory out of their hand. Get it right back. Okay. And then play it and draw it? Sure. do this. Now we could use Greta to give both of our creatures attacks here. And then still play Scavenger. So we do it here. Sack of food. Then this will attack as well. As a 4/5. Now they can trade Acolyte for Vanguard. We could potentially get Vanguard back at some point. They don't really have great blocks on Ruby. I mean, we can just trade it for the Genealogist, which I think I'm fine with. Okay, they go to 6. We play Scavenger. Next turn we could play Hunter and Sack of Food to give Scavenger attacks against Yenna or something like that. If that's all they have. Okay. Still priority again. Do they have another Archon's Glory? That is annoying. They had to draw another Archon's Glory? I guess we can't really attack then. I mean, we could. We'd trade the Glory for a Vanguard or a Scavenger or something. Alright, well, I guess we'll trade Vanguard for Glory. They don't have the bargain fodder to give it lifelink right now, which is good, so let's just get that out of their hand. That's also fine by me. And then I think we'll just use Greta to draw a card, lose a life. Sir Armont still holding up Glory again, yeah. Now they have the bargain fodder. Okay, they are making our lives difficult for sure. Because now this thing can attack with 8 power and toughness with lifelink. Oh, why did I do that? That was really dumb. Should have played Boundary Lands Ranger and then looted that away. Oh well. I didn't think I had enough mana to do both. That's why I played the land, but clearly I should have counted. Curse of the Werefox? Sodded Knight. Gaining 8 life here now. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They're just going to swing. Oh no, they're just going to create another one. Okay, and they're tapped out now. Except their creature's still on tap. But we have lethal now. As long as they don't have lifelink. Right? I mean, swing, block, 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 take 5. They're tapped out, so... They tapped out of Archon's Glory, and it came back to bite them. Unfortunate, but we'll take it. Alright, we go first with a pretty darn good hand here. I think we'll just Brave the Wilds on 1 and Ruby on 2, and off we go. I think at this point we have 2 forests. I think we can afford to get the swamp. Scavenger make a food. I could have held up towards the tower there, but it doesn't seem necessary. Alright, here comes Scavenger. And here comes Hamlet Glutton. I mean, turn 4 Hamlet Glutton, don't see why I wouldn't. Again, sorry about the dog. He loves barking. I mean, he will bark all night long. Because that's just what he does. Does Glutton survive? Yes. Ruby doesn't, but Glutton does. Which one does this one give? +1/+1 and ward 1. I think we'll have to go here. I mean, we don't have to, but I could have given it here and then torched the tower that in response, but I think we'll just put him to 10. Beanstalk Worm. Okay. Land. Okay. I think they knew we had that, but that's fine. Werefox and Curse of the Werefox. Is that what they're doing? Ah, takedown. Okay, so if we have a way to... That should do it, I think. Oh, we don't have bargain. Oh, we don't have a bargain fodder for this stupid thing. Are we going to lose this game now because we just drew everything in the wrong order? Ugh. Jeez. That's brutal. And they have food. Man, if we had bargain fodder, that would have been enough. Even that last turn would have done it. Go get a green, I guess. If we attack with everything, they eat this, they trade with that, they take 2. We have a genealogist and they have a worm here. Feel it slowly slipping out of our grasp. All right. At least we can cast both. Not that this really does anything at this point, but combat. What do they have? Clearly something. They had nothing. They just wanted to trade. And we'll take land. Alright. Yeah, I think we lost now. We're playing 16 of them. We've got 9 already. Go to 9. They got a trampler, and I think this one is just about over. Because there's... every time it's always like, will anything save us? We just draw 1 more land. When, meanwhile, they have like 7 creatures on the board. We only have like 19 creatures in our deck. We don't need any of them, do we? Alright, opponent goes first, and I don't think it's worth holding on to Utopia Sprawl just for the lookout here. Ramping is too good. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this on 1, and we have all of our stuff here, so I'm just going to name black, because we got all of our colors. Grand Ballgast. Do we go Vanguard Wilds or Mountain Lookout? Again, sorry about him. I can't do anything about it. I mean, I could just trade off with this thing. Let's do Vanguard. There's Celebration. I'll just trade. Although they still have priority, which is worrying. Looks like it might be Torch the Tower. The Harried Spirit Guard. Okay. Gosh, when our deck says, do you want lands, it just gives us all of them. I don't know if you were watching last video when we played blue-white. We drew 8 out of the 9 cards we drew in one game were lands. So 8 out of the 9 top cards were lands in our deck. So cooped up. There are worse things that could be cooped up if we survive. That's not bad. So what if we did this and then played the adventure here and then did that? They're down to 2 creatures. Probably just Hunter, hold up food. Could bargain away the food at some point. Probably going to bargain away the Utopia Sprawl. Actually, at this point, just to make another 3/3 to block them. Target this land. Bargain away Utopia Sprawl. And get... Now I will need to get black, just in case we draw Greta. Doesn't have vigilance, does it? No, I'll just hold this back. That has the ability to be pretty good, potentially, on this board. We'll see. Double top. You hate to see that. Land. You hate to see that. We've only got 7 left in the deck. Ginger Brute. I understand why they left that on top. That card is very good. Because now all they got to do is suit it up, and we need to find an answer. But instead, we'll probably draw 3 more lands here. So, that's how we usually like to do things. There's one of them. I can't... Can I attack? I mean, we have to race this stupid thing. Oh, we could have blocked Ginger Brute last turn. Why did I not do that with the mountain? Oh, the mountain has haste. Alright, well I guess we're trading this turn, which feels bad because I could have blocked it last turn, but oof. Yeah, we would have won the game easily if that's what we were going to do. But we'll get rid of the Ginger Brute now. Yeah, forgot about that. An interaction you don't see very often. This does draw a card. So what if we did this here? There are obviously better things we could be targeting with this, but we get all sorts of triggers out of this. Ooh, Agatha, I forgot you were in the deck. Vanguard's got trample. I'm not blocking with either of them. So let's just play the Vanguard, I guess. We have lethal, technically, as it currently stands. Edgewall Pack. So we play Agatha. This gives everything +1/+1 and trample for 5, and we currently have 6 mana. So I'll just let this happen then. Then I play Fawn and eat the food here. Another Ginger Brute. That's got haste. And there we go. Alright, managed to get there against red-white, balanced it out, got a little bit of food, ate the food, gained some life, off we go. Alright, Brave the Wilds on 1, Root Rider Fawn on 2, removal spell on 3, we've got whatever we need here. All 3 colors of mana, we are good to go. I think I'll just get another green. Now the question is, which do I play on 2? And I think the answer is now going to be Fawn. For this reason. It blocks fine, and if they attack, they're going to want to use a combat trick against it. Or they'll just kill it. Toonvale Guide. Alright. See if they suited up with a roll. They did nothing. Agatha plus Witch's Mark is pretty good. It's not like great, but it's fine. Let's try that. I fully expect them to kill this Agatha in response to this. But we still do get to loot away this Brave the Wilds, which isn't doing much right now. Instead, we'll draw 2 lands. Sure. And they're up to some funny business here. I don't need to go into it. And they'll just do nothing. All right. And again, do nothing. Okay, well, I mean, I don't have much else to do, but play a gingerbread hunter here. And I don't know what they're up to, so I don't really want to attack Vanguard into the guide here. Okay, down goes Gingerbread Hunter. Seven mana. Okay. I guess it's free for them to do that if they're just gonna play it again? Okay, sure. Okay. So we do... Unfortunately, that trick is on board if they're just gonna block like this. Thinking hard about how they want to block. And they made the wrong ones, unfortunately, for them. Alright, there's a card. There's another card. Alright, so everything we have can attack. Oh, it gives other creatures. Alright. Well, we get him for 11 here. For some reason, I thought it gave it to herself. So that was a punt, is what that's called. Don't often play with mythics. So, you know, that one word right there goes a long way. Not exactly what I need here. Return the roll to their hand? No, they don't want to do that. Yeah, sure. Definitely punted with Agatha there. In fact, it probably... I mean, not probably, almost assuredly loses us this game. They have an instant. It doesn't really do what we want it to here. So we're dead on board now. Again, they have an instant, so whatever it is. Yep, that should kill us. Won't do a darn thing here. See if they go for it. I'm sure they will. They have no reason not to, really. Yep. Alright. I mean, it's the punt. That's what got us there. Alright, we get to go first this time. And we've got a decent little hand here, so we'll keep it and see if we need to kill something. Not yet. Alright, let's start with Vanguard then. Next turn we can Vanguard and torch their 2-drop. Barrow Naughty, sure. Let's go ahead and attack. Coven, getting rid of Agatha. And we Witch's Mark here. Targeting Lookout, probably. Don't want to discard Hunter. Free to pay 2, basically, so... yeah, I'll trade that too. That is nice for us. Because now we get to enchant this. Taps for probably red. Now we have... I don't think I can pay 2 this time because I want to Hunter that. Now I can do this. And then still Hunter that. Two-headed Hunter. What's it got? Menace? Don't pay 2, draw the land, hold up Gingerbread Hunter here. Now we can do this. And things are going a-okay. Totentons. Sure. And what else? A concession. Alright, well, sometimes the deck works like this. Sometimes you draw 8 lands out of 9 cards. You never know what you're going to get. Alright, hand is a little slow here, but it should be fine. We've got food on 1. Torch on 2. Plenty of discard fodder for Hopeless Nightmare. So now we can play Ruby on 2 and torch their 2-drop if we need to. Which I think we will. Now, next turn we've got Scavenger plus food activation. They've got a missed land drop. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna save it for a turn 4 Hamlet Glutton here. And that, against missed land drops, is probably just gonna be game. I mean, I guess they could have cooped up or something like that, but... this will still attack as a 3/4. That's fine. I guess I should have played Hunter first, and I could have threatened to attack with Scavenger, but then I couldn't attack with Ruby, so... it doesn't really matter. Either one I think works just fine. There we go. Sometimes your opponent gets screwed on mana too. Not all the time, but sometimes. Alright, we got 2-drop, 3-drop. Well, 2 to 3 into Genealogist, more than likely. Don't have 1 because of the lack of forest. But now we do. So we're good to go there. Green, white, pass. I think I'll Vanguard here. Lookout. I would like to be able to kill that, but unfortunately, cannot. So we just attack. They don't block. We play Plant Beans, Land, and Boundary Lands Ranger. And they surely have an aura somewhere. Not really. No other play, though. Oh, I don't quite have the mana. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do Genealogist on Ranger here. So we have attacks. Go ahead and get another green. Now we've got Glutton next turn. They've got a lot of mana. But we still have basically 3 cards in hand. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. I guess I'm attacking? I mean, clearly they have something. If it's a combat trick, then Torch the Tower can blow them out next turn. I don't think we're in pressure to try to, get blown out by a combat trick here, so I'm just not going to. Especially once we have lands in hand that can deal with that next turn. Okay. Alright, so we'll get the blowout here, and that's why we didn't attack last turn. And then we just play Scavenger. Next turn we've got Virtue of Courage and -2/-2. So we've got a bunch going on next turn as well. Sacrifice 1, get back a Hunter. That's fine. In fact, I think we've just got lethal now. Depending on... Well, no, because they've got a food, so... I think we'll just go ahead and put them to 2. Oh, that was dumb. Why? 2 + 2 does not equal 5. Oh well. It'll be fine. We can still push a ton of damage here. In fact, we probably had lethal if we would have attacked with both. They would have blocked. They would have had to eat this pre pre-damage. But again, I still think we're fine here. That was just a dumb play. Don't have any bargain fodder. So let's just get rid of it. There we go. They weren't officially dead. They might have been. They could have activated that and blocked something, but we had a lot. Alright, what a hand we get to go with first this time. It doesn't have a lot of late game power, but it may not need it if we can just close out the game quickly. Guess I could have just played another Vanguard there. 3 blind mice. That might be a little bit too slow. Now Ruby gets pumped as well. This gets them nothing on chapter 2. Two mana holding up Archon's Glory. Oh no, they're just trying to find some stuff here. Land and cooped up. That's okay. I can deal with that. I could bargain this away, but that makes Ruby not attack as a 3/4 here. So let's Brave the Wilds, go get Swamp. Play this. Play Boundary, attack for 3. Or just play a Vanguard. You know, I'm just going to play a Vanguard. We've got Gingerbread Hunter next turn. And we have Puny Snack if we need to make something smaller. Or kill a smaller creature. That is a smaller creature we can kill. Yeah, I could deal with getting rid of Fawn. Alright, looks like they conceded. They were only at 8, or they were only at 1, but we'll take that win there. Get up to Diamond 2 here now. Ranking up quickly. Alright, we go first now. And boy, do we need a green. We're 2 different colored lands away from Greta. We have Ranger and Courage. And Agatha, which just hasn't been great. I hate mulliganing. But this has the ability to just do stone cold nothing here. This is not bad. Now we've got all of our colors. Now we just need to draw well. So we brave the wilds for a forest. Play it. Sprawl the forest for red. Yeah, I think that was the correct way to do that. Get rid of this land to draw 2 extra lands. 2 extra cards. We still have Hunter next turn. I don't really want that sticking around here, so I'm wondering if a 5/5 on the battlefield is just better than going Genealogist, replace this role Werefox on the Genealogist killing their Knight of Doves, or just playing Hunter, but then we don't get access to Puny Snack. Let's first attack here. They surely won't. Okay. I mean, it takes up our whole turn, but we got value out of Puny Snack. We still have cards in hand that we can use. Get it back anyway. Sure. Now I guess we do this. Priority with green and a white at instant speed. What do they have now? Archon's Glory. Titanic Growth. Ferocious Werefox. Making a burb. Likely have a way to knock this off, I'm sure. No plays. Alright. So then we Genealogist on Hunter. We yes. Yes, that's what I want to do. Then it fights this one here. Are they just jumping? Oh, they have light blades. Oh, that is... Oh, that is busted. I did not see them having light blades. That's probably GG at this point now. Yeah, see now they got a 4/4 lifelink. They draw an extra card. That was too busted of a turn for us to come back from, more than likely. Because we'll just keep drawing lands here, probably. Sir Armont, yeah, I think we're done here. Dang, 6 and 3. We've had so many 5 and 3, 6 and 3s, but also so many trophies. So sure, you go up to 32. We lose a creature. We draw a land. And I think we are just about done here. And then we die. So. Darn. Yep. Kellen's Light Blades into Lookout, draw 3 cards. Sometimes you lose to really good cards, and you know what? I'll still take a 6 and 3 out of this deck. It wasn't a perfect deck. Not even sure it was 6/3 worthy, but we managed to play it up to a 6/3, which is pretty good. We had a couple of curve outs that were, you know, Utopia Sprawl and Vanguard on 2 and Ruby and another Vanguard and Curse of the Werefox, and it was just going nuts. But we'll take a 6 and 3 back into Diamond 2, approaching Mythic. We'll see if we get there soon. Thanks for tuning in today. See you later for your next daily draft.